Have your tomato plants ever exploded with beautiful yellow flowers, only to leave you staring at bare stems a few days later? That frustrating sight is enough to make any gardener think something is terribly wrong. The truth is that empty flowers and blossom drop are often a warning sign that your tomato plants are not getting the right nutrients at the right time. July is one of the most important months of the growing season because your plants are making the transition from growing leaves to producing fruit. If you feed them incorrectly during this period, they can shed flowers, delay fruit production, and significantly reduce your harvest. Today, we're going to cover the exact July fertilization schedule by growth stage to help your tomato plants hold onto their flowers and develop into heavy clusters of delicious tomatoes. And if you enjoy practical gardening tips that help you grow more food at home, please consider subscribing to Grow Bountiful for more guides like this. The first thing every gardener needs to understand is that tomato plants have different nutritional needs at different stages of growth. Earlier in the season, nitrogen plays an important role because it encourages strong stems, healthy roots, and lush green leaves. However, by July, most tomato plants should already have established their framework. At this point, continuing to apply high nitrogen fertilizers can cause serious problems. Instead of focusing on fruit production, the plant keeps investing its energy into producing more foliage. This creates what many experienced gardeners call the nitrogen trap. The plant looks healthy, vigorous, and green, but flowers begin dropping before they can develop into fruit. Excessive foliage also creates another issue. Dense leaf growth reduces airflow and blocks sunlight from reaching flowers hidden inside the canopy. When humidity builds around these blossoms, pollination becomes less effective, increasing the chances of blossom drop. During the first week of July, your goal should be to reduce nitrogen and increase phosphorus. Phosphorus is essential for flower development, root strength, and successful fruit formation. A simple way to provide phosphorus is by applying bone meal around your tomato plants. Use approximately 100 grams of bone meal per square meter of growing area. Gently work it into the top layer of soil and water thoroughly afterward. This slow-release nutrient source gradually feeds the roots and encourages the plant to focus on flowering and fruit production rather than excessive leaf growth. At the same time, pay close attention to watering. Inconsistent moisture is one of the leading causes of blossom drop during hot weather. When soil repeatedly dries out and then becomes saturated, the plant experiences stress. Stressed plants often abort flowers as a survival mechanism. Deep watering 2 or 3 times per week is usually more effective than frequent shallow watering. Always water at the base of the plant rather than spraying the leaves. This directs moisture where it is needed most while reducing disease risks. As the month progresses and flower clusters begin opening, calcium becomes one of the most important nutrients in the garden. Calcium strengthens cell walls throughout the plant and helps create strong flower stems capable of supporting developing fruit. Unfortunately, even soils that contain adequate calcium may not provide enough available calcium during periods of intense summer heat. One simple homemade solution involves using eggshells. Collect approximately 200 grams of clean eggshells and crush them into a fine powder. Place the powder in a container and add 500 milliliters of apple cider vinegar. The mixture will bubble as the calcium reacts with the vinegar. Once the bubbling stops completely, you will have a concentrated calcium extract. To use it, dilute 100 milliliters of the concentrate into 5 liters of water. Apply approximately 500 milliliters of this diluted solution around the base of each tomato plant during the flowering stage. However, calcium alone is not enough. The plant also requires boron in small amounts to move calcium efficiently into growing tissues and flowers. Boron plays an important role in pollination and fruit set. Without adequate boron, flowers may fail to develop properly even when calcium is present. For a simple boron application, dissolve 1 gram of natural borax into 10 liters of water. Apply approximately 500 milliliters per plant once during peak flowering. Because boron is required only in very small quantities, avoid applying more than recommended. Consistency is important, and excessive boron can be harmful. By the 2nd and 3rd weeks of July, many flowers should begin transforming into tiny green tomatoes. This stage is known as fruit set, and it is another critical period in the plant's development. Many gardeners become excited when they see young fruits and immediately begin applying additional fertilizer. Unfortunately, overfeeding at this stage can shock the plant and lead to fruit drop. Instead, focus on maintaining stable growing conditions. Continue deep watering, keep mulch in place, and allow the plant to direct its energy into developing fruit. Potassium becomes increasingly important during this phase. Potassium supports fruit growth, improves stress tolerance, and helps the plant handle high summer temperatures. Apply an organic potassium-rich fertilizer according to label recommendations, avoiding excessive applications. Mulching can make a remarkable difference during July. Apply a layer of straw or dried leaves approximately 7 to 8 centimeters thick around the base of each plant. This protective layer helps conserve moisture, regulate soil temperature, and reduce stress during hot weather. Healthy roots are far more effective at absorbing nutrients when soil temperatures remain stable. Another valuable practice during fruit set is supporting beneficial soil life. Compost tea can be used as a gentle microbial boost rather than a heavy fertilizer. Apply it during the evening when temperatures are cooler. Beneficial microbes help break down organic materials and make nutrients more available to the plant. Healthy soil biology often translates directly into healthier, more productive tomato plants. Airflow should never be overlooked. If your plants have become extremely dense, carefully remove a few lower leaves to improve air circulation. Better airflow reduces humidity around flowers and fruits while helping pollination occur more effectively. Avoid aggressive pruning during periods of extreme heat because excessive leaf removal can expose fruits to sunscald. The golden rule for July tomato care is balance. Keep nitrogen low, provide phosphorus early in the month, supply calcium and boron during flowering, and maintain adequate potassium during fruit development. Combine this schedule with deep watering, consistent moisture, healthy soil biology, and proper mulching. These simple practices work together to help flowers remain attached and develop into productive fruit clusters.